And hello again, folks. It is I, Kamikaze, here to play more of the Doki Doki Literature Club. It's probably the last in the series of 3 that I'm going to do for the night. Mainly because it's 1 in the morning. But, doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing the series. I am just going to try and do a series thing again where I upload videos on a regular basis. The thing that pisses me off is that I have to manually do it because YouTube took away my monetization, and while doing so, I'm no longer a partner, which takes away my scheduling ability, which is dumb. Well, pardon me. So, here, I get to show my poem to someone. Why not? Since we hung out with Natsuki, let's click Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. That's my line. Eh? ... Question mark? Well, I'm not here to get to know you. I'm here to listen to your poem. ... Natsuki rereads my poem. Oh, she's just gonna critique my poem. Fine. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. So apparently mine's not really bad. Hey, a jumble of words makes a poem, then that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to start writing poems by just flipping through a dictionary. Or just like smashing my keyboard into Google and see what it autocorrects to. Honestly? Nah, it doesn't matter. I have ruined your plan. I have thwarted your evil plot. A little bit. Yeah, I am. ... So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in the throat. I'm so what? Not in the least. But that's not what I get paid for. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yay! That's definitely better than mine. I had a jumble of words. No, actually, I liked it. I mean, it was like singing a see dog run dog run, or however that works. I like it. I'm being honest. There are far worse poems out there. Poems don't have to rhyme. Moment of truth here. I wrote poetry, not good poetry, mind you, back in high school, and I created a 22-page rhyming story poem. I need to find that book. It was done in a spiral notebook, and I thought I was proud of it, but looking back on it, it's absolute garbage. But besides that, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Because I'm a guy. That is a great answer. No, it doesn't. I mean, this wouldn't work as an essay, but... But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I can definitely say it didn't hit me hard. If you wrapped a brick in it and threw it at my head, probably a lot harder than what you did. Well, I commend you. Most of the stuff I wouldn't say to you out loud because I'm being much more cynical in playing the game than I really would be in real life. Because, I mean, it's a fine poem. Yeah, I understand. I don't remember how it ended, but it was just like, that's about it. Oh, I think that's what it was. I don't remember the last line before that. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. I mean, she actually put thought into it. I thought she just wrote words down on paper. To be a pro. Actually, I expected her to be like the oldest and just look the youngest. Yep, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I share my poem with next? I can't... Oh, Sayori is the main character, and then there's Yuri and Monica. I don't remember which one's what, so we're gonna go middle choice. Well, I'm clicking OBS. Hi! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Yeah, that kind of helps. I mean, for communication, because I don't have telepathic powers. It's fine. Don't force yourself. How about it's garbage? It'd be better used to burn things. Probably the characters, yes. Yeah? Why do you ask? Well, thank you. You've kind of clarified that the poem sucks. I think that depending on how you write it, I guess, is gonna change their responses. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So it's that bad. No. So you're lying to me. A little bit. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? That's great. Now, tell me how my poem is. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Well, I don't know anything about writing whatsoever, so... Well, you really didn't give me feedback. You just told me how the writing style was. Did you like the poem? What did you like about the poem? See dogs run. Run dogs run. See cows fly. From use of a catapult. Biased. How? It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. She's kind of staring off to the left. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
Okay. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate breaths of the amber's glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickened blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm's breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Terrible handwriting? No. I mean, you wrote in cursive. I'm surprised I was able to read it, though, because I can't read that well. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all.
That's because I'm at the 3rd grade reading level.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Blush. Oh. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. I thought poetry generally is short. Not at all. Mild? So you are treating me stupid. Okay. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? It's about me, and you, and street lamps blinking. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Should I look it over again? Okay. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I don't even remember the poem besides blinking lights. I have a really short-term memory. I read it, but it just doesn't stick. I mean, most of this story hasn't stuck. Well, it hasn't. It's not that it hasn't been interesting. It's just going a bit slow and typical. That's impressive. I keep explaining myself like you don't understand. I am sorry because I am stupid. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. For what?
Nothing. Who can I share with? Let's go with.
Let's save our best friend for last.
Hi, Kame. Having a good time so far?
Yeah. Do I get another cupcake? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. No, not really, but sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Because you haven't given me a choice. You know, how do they pronounce my name with that capital M? Do they accentuate it? Because they should, because that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. You just took 2 seconds. Well, then again, I only had a bunch of words on the page. That's fine. Really? Cuter. You telling me fluffy marshmallow bunnies are cuter? Those are the only 3 words I can remember because I freaking want peeps. I'm gonna have to look up when Easter is. Oh, jeez. Well, that's good. What would happen if I chose darker words? Would that change the story? Well, let's try and steer the story toward Natsuki and see if we can do that. Nah, probably not. I'm just gonna choose more random stuff. Ahaha. If you say so. No, I can't say that I have. It's tempting to Google it. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Oh, it's not me talking. Whoops. Doesn't matter. That requires me thinking. Couldn't figure out why I was talking so intelligently. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Is it gonna make me just pick happy words over and over again to see what happens? I picked a bunch of words. Ah, it doesn't matter. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta read yours now. After all that talk, you say you're not very good. That's like an artist who drew, like, the Mona Lisa going, nah, it's not very good. Fishing for compliments. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. I just said... never mind. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Really, you don't. You don't have to sound confident. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, geez, I have to scroll on this one? Ugh, let's get myself comfortable. Alright. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into anything, everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. They're all about me. All the poems are about... I don't know, just kidding. I think that was pretty good. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Hell if I know, I'd have probably read it horribly. For all freaking A, I already know that. What was the inspiration behind this one? Now, blush. Oh. Epiphany? Epiphany. Isn't that like a revelation? I don't know. An epiphany? I'm like saying all the things he's gonna say before he says it. Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Really? Who should I share my poem with next? My decisions are so vast. I like how I never actually hand it to them. I just go whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, it is my first time. How about yours? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Well, I did run out of my binge watching of anime for the day. You know, going with the way art's going now, I'm surprised people aren't doing poetry on a blank piece of paper. I mean, as a blank piece of paper. It's day 2! Really? I'm really a part of the club. I'm part of the family. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Yeah, I doubt it. There's times that can be selfish. Everyone is. One day I'll get a new chair that doesn't make noise. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. But again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. I bet you will. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Oh, that's right. I always forget that I'm reading theirs. Everyone says they're bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah, it seems like all of these are like about him. Like, she's calling me the sun because I wake her up, or what? No, she sleeps in. Never mind. I was taking that for granted. I take that back. I'm being dumb. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? That makes more sense. That does. No. Just a little bit. Yes. You can't answer just a little bit. It's a yes or no question. Of course he did. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. I waited until 5 minutes before the class. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should you put it? It sounded just like you. It did. I mean, given the aspect of how much we know about her after an hour and 24 minutes, yeah, about right. Yeah. Especially that last line. You know what? I could go for some eggs and toast. Right now, I want Peeps. Even though you were late to school. She has a point. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. What's done is done. Anyway, thanks for showing me. So my question, did they share their poems with each other? Because all they ever referenced was me sharing with them. Yeah. What, we're gonna do poems again? Well, I guess I look forward to it. Because I don't have a choice. Whew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. No, I'm not going to do that again. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. I can't write it. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. Fancy. Cute? It's not cute. I didn't get anything from that poem. Apparently I got everything wrong from all the poems. I was trying to say something nice. Like me. An argument ensues. That's the dumb thing, is like, when you feel like you're insulted, you want to give your opinion, but then the other person gets insulted, and they want to give their opinion, but they really don't want to accept the criticism themselves. I'm guilty of that. Don't make me in the middle of this. Do not bring me into this, please. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no, it's gonna give me the choice between the two, isn't it? Weren't these the two that jumped the most in that thing? I think this is really basing it off those decisions, and I regret everything. Do not come to me. Do not come over to me. Do not come over to me. Do not come over to me. Yuri stands up as well. No, do not bring me into this! Ah, freaking hell. She's being much more outspoken at this moment than... No, I am watching this cat fight, apparently. Wow. Is that like the female version of an erection here, or what? They both yell at her. Run while you can. I should run while I can. No. Do not make me have decisions like this, because that's going to be stupid. You both started it. I mean, if I wanted to do this, I would deal with more drama in the freaking Discord than this, and I'm gonna move around. There we go. No such thing as more effective, but that's not like you can hear me anyway. Why am I talking to you? Keep me out of this, really. Dot. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Oh, look at the time. I should be going. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. No! Yes! I get the option of help me, Sayori! I mean, because this kind of situation is not something I should be in the middle of. At all. I mean, obviously, if I make the decision, it's gonna, like, influence one way or the other, but, you know, let's just try and be neutral. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. So I'm blaming it on her. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Shh. Play along. Doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't matter. Well, you're asking me to interject my feelings. Oh, great. Now I'm... I guess I did throw it on her. I was just trying to make everyone... Okay, this is dumb. I think I got out of this myself, though. Yay! Sayori could say something that I could not because the game does not let me. See, why couldn't I say something like this at all? See, this is how it should have gone. I'm glad I chose this option. Because they want me. So somehow it went from cute to boobs. Okay, sure. Let's talk about boobs for a while. Big and beautiful. Well, we know what Team Sayori plays for. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with bewildered expression. Okay, T's good. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. I noticed because you were nowhere to be found. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either, except for Sayori! You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Huh? That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. Yeah! Thank you for letting me leave. Nope. Yeah, I'd say the same. Out loud. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. No! Dot, dot, dot. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. So it wants me to impress specific people. I nod to myself with newfound determination. What? No. Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's surely been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Yeah, I can tell that too. That's... And with that, I'm going to call the episode here, for whatever's going to be said next, as I am squeaking in my chair, which I hate. If you folks had fun, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things, and I'll continue playing this game. Hopefully it's going to go somewhere a little more entertaining than this, because this is just a typical anime kind of dating game, making me make decisions to do things that I really don't want to do. But alright, I will continue doing this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.